Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do your May the 5th just for today in a meditation. Almost forgot which meditation I was trying to do. I hope that you're having a beautiful morning. Greet you today, and hopefully you can see that screen, okay? All right. The meditation is entitled Any Lengths. I was ready to go to any lengths to stay clean. Taken from the basic text, page 132. Any lengths? Newcomers ask. What do you mean, any lengths? Looking back at our active addiction and the lengths we were willing to go to in order to stay high can help to explain. Were we willing to drive many miles to get drugs? Yes, we usually were. Then it makes sense that if we are as concerned about staying clean as we were about using, we will try anything to find a ride to a meeting. In our addiction, didn't we often do crazy, insane things or use unknown substances at the direction of others? Then why do we often find it so hard to take direction in recovery, especially when the direction is designed to help us grow? And when we used, didn't we often, in desperation, turn to our higher power, saying, please, just get me out of this one? Then why do we find it so hard to ask for God's help in our recovery? When we used, we usually had an open mind when it came to finding ways and means to get more drugs. If we can apply this same principle of open mindedness to our recovery, we may surprise ourselves by how easily we begin to grasp the NA program. Our best thinking, it is often said, got us into the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous. If we are willing to go to any lengths, follow directions, and stay open minded, we can stay clean. Just for today, I am willing to go to any lengths to stay clean. I will become as open minded and ready to take direction as I need to be. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Well, again, good morning to you. We're talking about any lengths today. When I think about my own experience, when I first heard that we should be willing to go to any lengths to stay clean, I was like, any lengths? Uh, I mean, as in any lengths? Go to any extent to stay clean? Compared to what? Like, how far is any lengths? And as I kept coming around, I began to understand because people would say very similar things that were written or that is written in this meditation. People will say similar things. They were like, you walked many miles in the cold to get high. Why would you not walk to a meeting just because you don't have a ride? And then, you would see the expression on other people's faces like, duh. I mean, why should I walk? Because you don't have a car? uh, you don't have bus fare? You can find a ride to a meeting. Many people will give you their phone numbers. And I remember having my list of phone numbers, and they were precious to me. And a lot of times people will write what they're available for under their name. Call me if you need a ride. Call those people. So as time went on, I began to understand that they were basically saying everything that you were willing to do to get high, you need to come into recovery and apply that same MightyStream, apply that same level of willingness and open-mindedness to stay clean. And I began to say the same things when I was shared because it's true. Some of the craziest circumstances that I found myself in, and I didn't have a problem praying to the God of my understanding then, but all of a sudden I clean up a little bit, and the third step is such a problem for me. Okay, because there's obviously some contradictions in my life in that area, but I'm gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater? No, I'm gonna find out what the discrepancies are. What things are blocking me from having a very intimate relationship with my higher power and change it. This meditation is one of those meditations, as you know, I would say there this is a 5-star. This is a meditation. You bend the corner back and put a little star on it and remind yourself when you're having difficulty, MightyStream, when you're struggling to go to any lengths, this is a gentle, soft reminder to get it back together, kick it back into gear. You know, being consistent is where I'm trying to go in my life today. Because when I'm not consistent, the craziest things happen to me. Recovery is something that, as you know, I've been doing this for over a year, but the podcast is not the whole of my recovery. It's a service. It's something that I enjoy doing. It's kind of like it allows me to give back in a way that costs me nothing in an area of technology, videography, in a way that means something that I enjoy. But there's other areas where I have got to maintain consistency. I make a meeting on a Monday, that's my home group. And sometimes it's all I can do to sit through that meeting. But I've been doing that one for well over a year, almost 2. And I can't really think of a Monday that I've missed. I can't. And I'm looking for that other meeting that I can actually add to my in-person attendance, right? Because I want to be consistent. I want people to know I'm still here. I'm going on 30 years clean, but I'm still here. I'm still recovering. I'm still doing the things that I need to do. I still have a sponsor. I still sponsor a few women. I'm still here. I'm not that old timer that doesn't come around and doesn't do anything to give back. I'm not that person, right? Consistency. And for me, that means that I still have to be willing to go to any lengths. And please, please, please hear me. Don't let this meditation be one of those, "Oh my goodness, she was so rough on us." No, no, no. I'm looking at my own recovery. I'm looking at my own life, and I'm sharing that with you. This is not a shaming, show. This is not a shaming podcast. This is not a shaming, even meditation. But this is one of the ones that you can go back to and you can kinda measure where you are based on just reading this and asking your higher power to show you the areas where you have blockage and that you need to clear out some of the debris so that you can flow in your recovery, including going to any lengths. My name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. Yes, I did. I just stopped talking on topic that quickly because you know what? I can go on and on and on about this topic, almost like I could about faith and trust in a higher power. This is a special one to me. You all take care of yourself and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day on purpose. Be excited about your day. Have gratitude today. Give back today. Pay it forward today. Yeah. All of those secular terms that we use are things that we've adapted, we've changed them in a way so that they fit our recovery. Give back what was freely given to you, give it back freely. Yeah, that's kind of like paying it forward. Have a beautiful day on purpose. Talk to you tomorrow.